And our top focus story on the broadcast is the voter turnout in the final phase of polling, the 7th round. So what is the voter turnout been like? The latest information as of 3 p.m., the information that we're getting in was close to about 50%, 49.68% till 3 p.m. If we were to specifically talk about some of the states, in Bihar, 42.95%, Chandigarh, 52.61%. Of course, this is till 3 p.m. Himachal Pradesh, 58.41%. If we were to tell you the latest about Jharkhand, it was 60.14%. Odisha, 49.77%. Punjab overall has been 46.38% till 1500 hours, till 3 p.m. Uttar Pradesh, the Purvanchal seats, 46.83% in Bengal. And Bengal has been high almost throughout across phases. Bengal till 3 p.m. reported 58.46%. These, of course, are interim figures. We'll get you much more the moment the polling is over and all figures are then collated. I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Polemi Saha, tracking the latest developments in Kolkata. Tell us about, one, the voter enthusiasm, and two, about the violence that's been reported in some areas, Polemi.
That's right. As far as voter enthusiasm is concerned, Gaurav, it has always been very high in West Bengal. The numbers are extremely high in terms of polling percentages. Of course, we await the final numbers. But as you said, at last count, it stood at about 58% in Bengal. Right now, we're in Kolkata city, and behind me is the polling station. We're in a short while from...
Okay, Polemi, give me a moment as I try and reestablish that connection with you. Just give us a moment. We'll come back to Polemi, but let me get you these numbers once again in the till 3 p.m. So West Bengal, as we were reporting, was 58%. Uttar Pradesh has been about 47%, 46.83 to be precise. Punjab's been about 47%, 46.3. Odisha is close to 50%, 49.77. And Polemi, you were telling us about voter enthusiasm, and you were telling us about whether those incidents of violence had marred either voter enthusiasm, or tell us more about the response of the administration.
Well, as far as central forces are concerned, they're here in large numbers in West Bengal, and they're doing their best in order to curtail any sort of untoward incidents as far as the voting process is concerned that would have an impact on the voting process. Yes, we've heard sporadic reports that are coming in from various constituencies, from an irate mob throwing an EVM and a VVPAT machine into a pond in South 24 Parganas early this morning, to bombs being hurled before the voting process began in Bhangor, which is in the Jadavpur Lok Sabha constituency as well. This was right outside the TMC office. The TMC blames the ISF in this regard as well. And there have been incidents of where the BJP candidates from the candidate in Diamond Harbour, Abhijit Das, to Rekha Patra, who is the BJP's candidate from Boshirhat Lok Sabha constituency, alleging that there has been rigging that's been underway as well, that there are those who are trying to capture booths as well. In fact, a CPM candidate in Diamond Harbour constituency, which is a high-profile constituency from where Abhishek Banerjee is recontesting in these elections. The CPM
we saw some saints and seers and people in saffron, monks and devotees in saffron and whites come out to vote, whether that was ISKCON or Ramakrishna Mission. And we also saw images of Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Vivekanand Rock. Have voters talked about it to you, Polemi?
Well, over here, the voters are not revealing much in terms of, which way they stand. But in terms of, yes, they are, of course, very politically aware, very politically conscious about the happenings around them. And they're taking a call on the basis of that itself. Of course, it's a very charged atmosphere in Bengal, much less, in fact, compared to previous elections that have happened over here. Even the Panchayat elections, there were many reports of violence. But thankfully, thankfully and very fortunately, we can report that other than the incidents that we've reported, in comparison, the central forces have done a very good job in Bengal in terms of ensuring that, the incidents of where miscreants and anti-social elements have tried to mar the voting process, they've been kept to an absolute minimum. So that has been, the sentiment on the ground, and people continue to come out in large numbers and cast their ballots. They will be, of course, making it count till about 6 p.m. This evening. And like I said, we're standing by here for, of course, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee to come and cast her vote in these elections.